Hi, everybody. Good evening, lovely people. This is the FPL Duo, and this is the knee jerk live reaction stream for Game Week 32. Game Week 32 is just over now. Uh, we just got off watching Man City v Liverpool. What a game, 2-2. Um, let's start there. Let's start with how the weekend's been in football wise. Like, what do you make of the weekend, Jordan?
Oh, man. What can I say? It's another letdown, I'd say, because of the way games went. So,
Mm.
as you can see, I got
Yeah,
36 points.
we will come on to your team, yeah.
Oh,
But
no, I'm not going to
yeah,
talk about team. I was just going to say about my points this week.
oh,
Been
okay. I hear what you
turmoil.
mean. I mean, we both got red arrows this week, which I mean, I got 58 points, as you can see, but still not good enough for a green arrow. Um, we'll get into it in a bit. But yeah, all in all, obviously today's game, well, what a game. Liverpool Man City, I was watching that. Uh, that was crazy, man. I was hoping we can get the win. But, Liverpool, I'm a Liverpool fan, so yeah, unfortunately we couldn't get that win. But yeah, what a game for the neutral, I guess. But let's get into our teams quickly. So Game Week 32 is now over. I did end up getting 58 points. Small red arrow. I went from 26k, I think, 26 or 27k, I think I had, and then now I'm at 32k. So yeah, quite a small red arrow, I'd say, but nonetheless, still a red arrow. Um, in goal, I had Ramsdale. Now, I wasn't confident about Arsenal. I think I said on the last stream against Brighton, because Arsenal are one of those funny teams that they could drop points, and now the pressure's on them, and you see they did kind of struggle against Brighton 2-0, which maybe was a surprise to some people. A lot of people probably didn't see that result coming. But yeah, one pointer from Ramsdale, no clean sheet. And moving on to the back three. Trent played just now. He did get the assist, but he conceded 2 goals. So Trent ends up with 4 points. So I'll take that. Still got an attack in return. Can't complain. And then the two annoying parts of my team, Reece James doesn't start, and Chelsea end up winning 6-0. And I'm pretty sure if he started that game, he would have got something, an attack in return, or even a goal potentially. But seeing him on the bench, I knew my game week was going to be pretty bad, because I was relying on Reece James to, do something for me this week, as I'd bench Robertson. So to see Reece James not start was a bit of a downer at the weekend. But he ended up coming on late. I think he played like 15 minutes, ends up getting 1 point. And that moving on to Doherty is another thing that went wrong this weekend. He ends up going off injured, I believe, after like 10, 15 minutes. And now he's out for a while. So, we might need to take him out of our team very soon. So, yeah, he ends up getting the 1 pointer as he goes off injured, which was also quite frustrating. So, not great there from Reece James or Doherty. Now, moving into the midfield, it's a mixed bag. Very happy with Kulusevski, 12 points. I think got the goal, assist, and 2 bonus points, I think it was. So 12 points from Kulusevski, cannot complain. He's been excellent, I think, since signing for Spurs. Not like notching up the points for me. And yeah, very happy with Kulusevski. Couldn't complain there. 12 points. So I'm very happy about that. Moving on to Arsenal, we know that Brighton result was a shock to the system. 2-0 Brighton, and Arsenal did struggle. Martinelli did have an offside goal or disallowed goal from VAR, with Saka also assisted. But other than that, Martinelli and Saka didn't really do too much in that game. Blank from both of them. 2 points from Martinelli, 1 point from Saka. I think he got the yellow card as well. So yeah, all in all, a pretty bad week for Arsenal, or Arsenal assets. And then moving on to Rafinha, this is the last week. I said on the last stream, I would be getting rid of Rafinha after this week, and I gave him one more chance, and he repaid my faith. He got the goal, and he got me 10 points. Very happy with Rafinha as well. And can't complain. 10 points. That's his first double-digit haul out of the season, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And then next, I've got Salah, who did get the assist for the goal for Mane. So I'll take Salah assist, 5 points against Man City, which a lot of people weren't expecting. So yeah, I'll take the 5 points and move on. So all in all, the midfield, very much a mixed bag. Rafinha and Kulusevski doing very well. Martinelli and Saka kind of let me down there. And moving on to the attack, I've got Harry Kane, who did get me 20 points, as I did captain him. I did think Harry Kane was the standout captain pick, but I was wrong, obviously. We know what Son did. Son ended up getting a hat trick, and he did get 42 points if he captained Son. So that was a 12-point swing, which is quite a lot. Kane and Son captainers. They had not a 12-point swing, a 22-point swing, isn't it? Because Son got 42 points, isn't it?
Yeah, Son got 42.
Yeah, Son got 42
pick.
points if you captained him. So yeah, as I say, that's a 22-point swing from Kane captainers. So that's a big difference. If you went with Son captain, fair enough. I don't have Son. I still believe Kane is a good captain pick for this week. It's just unfortunate that he didn't get a goal, because he could have easily got a goal, I think. But 3 assists from Harry Kane. It's quite unfortunate that he ended up getting a yellow card and knocked his bonus off. He was going to get 2 bonus points, so to end up getting 0 bonus points because that late yellow card was frustrating, but not too disappointing with the 20-pointer from Kane. But it's annoying that Son ended up getting, what was it, 21 points, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah,
21 points. So if you captain him, 42 points. So yeah, 22 points below. As I say, it's quite a lot. So disappointing there from Kane. But next week I'm hoping Kane's the one that gets the goals, because with Spurs you don't know. Some weeks it's Kane, some weeks it's Son. I don't think either one's a bad idea. Maybe if you can somehow fit all of them into your team. If you can fit Harry Kane and Son into your team somehow and have Kulusevski, then I think you could triple up Spurs. Or am I being, is it just a knee-jerk reaction from me wanting to bring in the Spurs guys? But yeah, fair play to anyone that captain Son, I'd say. And then moving on to the troll that is Weghorst. 1 pointer again, letting me down. I don't know what to say about Weghorst. Another game where he's not looked at the races. Burnley, poor result for Burnley. They ended up losing, didn't they?
Yeah, lost 2-0.
Yeah, see, I think Burnley are going to go down now after that. I think that was a huge game. They needed to win that. Norwich are practically relegated and they couldn't beat Norwich. So, yeah, I worry for Burnley now. I thought Everton pulled out the bag. Man United, I can't believe Man United. I don't know what to say about that, letting Everton win.
It's best not talk.
Yeah, man, I don't know. But Weghorst, 1 pointer again. He's got a double game week next week and I want to take him out. You know what I mean? And he has a double. I think who does he play again? He has Southampton, I think. Southampton and West Ham as a double next week for Burnley. And I don't see them doing anything. So I might actually take Weghorst out. And I've never done that before, taking a double game week player out for another doubler. I think Maxwell Cornet is the best Burnley pick. I went wrong. I think made a mistake there. But yeah, we'll come on to our transfers for double game week. No, sorry. Yeah, double game week 33, right? So
yeah,
we will talk about that. But all in all, 58 points, red arrow from about 26k down to 32k. Not the end of the world. But all in all, another week of a red arrow is not great. After last week, I had 2 red arrows in a row. But yeah, on the bench, I had Robertson, got me 0 points. Kilman, 2-pointer. And then Broja was ineligible to play against Chelsea. So yeah, 58 points. Let's move on to your team now and see how you did. You want to talk us through?
Yeah, unfortunately. So we have Salah in goal. And obviously he got 3 points because Arsenal lost 2-1. So there's no clean sheet for Salah there.
Oh, he played Newcastle. Salah Wolves.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm thinking of Arsenal goalkeeper.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about.
Yeah, Salah.
Yeah, Salah lost 1-0 to Newcastle, so Salah didn't get the clean sheet from that.
Yeah, just interestingly seeing you've benched Dubravka, the guy who got the clean sheet. They both played against each other. Are you annoyed about that, or you think it was a better pick to go with Salah instead?
Yeah, I thought Wolves would be a better pick than Newcastle, but seeing as Newcastle are, and Dubravka was probably the best choice for that. He got 7 points, just sat on the bench there. That would have helped a bit.
And let's talk about Doherty actually, because obviously you bought him in this week, hoping that he'd do something, and he goes and gets injured.
Yeah, you know why I'm called FPL Curse. Literally, any player I bring in, transfer in, gets injured. So that's the 5th player this season that I've brought in who has got injured during a match.
As soon as you bought them in, innit? The game after, literally.
Yeah, it was before it was Cornet that I brought in, got injured after the match. Now it's Doherty now, got injured during the match. So yeah, moving on to the defence, obviously Doherty got 1 point because he didn't play the full 90 minutes. And yeah, same for Reece James. He didn't get injured, but he only came on for like 15, 20 minutes, so he didn't even get a clean sheet from the 6-0 Chelsea had. Cancelo got an assist from Jesus' goal, so that was something of a return, I guess. So there's 5 points. Same with Trent, he got an assist from a goal from Jota, I think.
Yep.
So he got the 4 points there. Ben White didn't get the clean sheet because Arsenal lost 2-1 to Brighton, so he got 1 point. I think he got a yellow card too, so that point he might have got is gone. So he only has 1. Moving on to the midfield, Coutinho got 2 with another blank. Martinelli and Saka, the same situation, blanks. Unfortunate for the offside decision where Martinelli scored and Saka assisted it. Might have recovered some of my losses, but no, nothing doing there. It was offside, so I have to take that. Salah got an assist from a goal, so he got 5 points. Harry Kane got 10, but I vice captained him, so I lost the extra 10 if I did captain him. And Dubaka got 7. Galhart got 0. He didn't play from a minor injury. Ramsey got 2 blank. Broha obviously didn't play because he's against his parent club. So he was null and void. So that's 36 points this week with a very massive red arrow again.
Yeah, so all in all, obviously 36 points for you, for 58 for me. Not a great week for neither of us, I'll say. But
no.
It is what it is, I guess. That's FPL sometimes. But we do have some comments here from Elliot. Before we get into the comments, guys, please, everyone watching this stream, please smash the like button and subscribe if you're new. So if you could drop a like, it will be much appreciated, and it really helps grow the channel. We've got Elliot here who says free hit draft for Double Gaming 33, please. Yep, that will be out probably Monday or Tuesday. We will be going free hit draft for 33. I think we can say Tuesday, Jordan. I think we're doing that, aren't we?
Yeah, we can plan one to do Tuesday.
Yeah, so we'll probably have a stream up at 7 o'clock, and we'll talk about a free hit for Double Game Week 33. So yeah, join us on that one, and we'll have it out hopefully for the next video. Ken also says Veghorst is definitely gone for me, even though he has a double game week. Yep, I mentioned that already for my own team. Veghorst just doesn't look like he's playing with any like conviction or anything, and Burnley look like they're struggling. Do you want to take a double game week player out? I guess it could be worth it because he probably end up getting 2 or 3 points.
Yeah, in that case, it is worth it because when he did go off, he did have a slight limp as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's also an injury issue as well. That Weghorst has been lacking, maybe playing too much football since he's joined. But for a player like that, I didn't expect him to get injured that quickly.
Yeah.
But it's similar to Luca Dean.
Got a question here as well. Another question from Elliot. He says, "How many chips have you lot got left?" Well, I have 1 chip left, which is the free hit. So I have the free hit chip left, and that is it. And I'll probably use it in game week 36 or 37. Probably 36. What about you, Jordan?
And I have 1 chip left, which is the bench boost, which I will use in probably game week 36 too, when every team pretty much has a double game week in that week.
Yeah. So free hit for me and bench boost left for Jordan. So yeah, 1 chip left. I'm fairly happy with my rank though so far. I just hope I can just climb up a bit more. We will talk about our plans for game week 33 as well regarding transfers, and quickly do a bus team and see how we look for next week. We'll bring that up in a sec. But yeah, all in all, not a great game week. I think the safety score was like 65 or something, or whatever it was, to get a green arrow for me.
Yeah.
Let me just bring my team back up. Yeah, so let's talk about what are the stat. Maybe Kane v Son. Do you think? Do you think it's we can get Kane and Son in the same team? Do you think is that the way to go?
It was the way I was thinking to go after the two matches Tottenham have had recently.
Let's
But
sorry, while you can explain. I'm just going to bring up the fixtures for Tottenham.
yeah, and the only way to get Kane and Son in the same team is by straight transfer is probably getting rid of Salah, which will probably be on some people's minds after maybe today's match, where we didn't really see much of Salah in the first half. Really, he came much more in the second half, a bit more with the assist follow up, but
But it is
still
Man
again,
City.
yeah, and it also is Man City, so that's to put into consideration too. Now that Salah has easy fixtures, now it's a bit of a 50-50 whether people want to keep him on and see how he does against easier teams, or if people want to get rid of him now for someone that's going to benefit more from points in the last few matches of the season. So it's a very important choice to make, because it's going to be the choice where it either gives you a green arrow or gives you a red arrow.
Yeah, just quickly looking at Spurs fixtures, as we see on the screen, they've got Brighton at home next, which I would say is a good fixture for Spurs. Then they've got, I think, Brentford away. After Brentford away, they've got Leicester at home. So that's 3 fixtures in a row where they look quite winnable. So then after that, in game week 36, okay, they have a double game week, which is quite a tough double game week. They play Liverpool away at Anfield, and then Arsenal, which is going to be a big game for a North London derby. So game week 36 looks quite tough. But then after that, they've got Burnley and Norwich. Now, I can see Spurs winning, at least 5-6 of those games. Obviously anything can happen with Spurs, but I can see them winning majority of those games. Maybe not the Liverpool one, and even the Arsenal game, you can see them winning that game. So is Spurs the team to target? Because as you see in the last couple of fixtures, they've been scoring a lot of goals. Kane, Son, all on fire. Kulusevski, this free flowing. I think their XG for the last couple games is very high. I think they've created the most chances. They look very good, basically, and that's why I was quite confident in captaining a Spurs player this week. But for next week, for game week 33, I think you're going to captain a Spurs player, because obviously it's just a single game week against Brighton, but they can easily put 3 or 4 past Brighton.
Well, that's the only issue is Arsenal double.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a, do you go for single player or double game week player? Despite Arsenal's situation where Kieran Tierney now is out for the season, it has affected very much the team.
Yeah, because look at Arsenal's fixtures, right? They've got Southampton and Chelsea as a double. Now, would that put you off captaining a Saka? Because before this game week, a lot of people are looking at Saka as a captain option for game week 33. I feel like a lot of people will be put off now after that Palace game and now the Brighton game, where Arsenal have lost twice on the bounce. Chelsea's coming off a 6-0 win. Is Arsenal the way to go for a captain pick? I'm not so sure anymore. Because I think Southampton could be... Okay, they just conceded 6 to Chelsea, but I don't know if they concede another 6, and then or they might tighten up for that game. And then Chelsea's always hard for Arsenal. So I don't know if I'm going to be captaining an Arsenal player right now. Not sure. You look at anyone else, there's Leicester. You could go with the Leicester player. I think Maddison could be a shout as a captain. Did get the assist this weekend as well.
Yeah, I'll most likely go for Maddison for captaincy pick. Better fixtures in the double game week. But Leicester have the best one.
Dare I say it? Bruno Fernandes, Man United. Another double game week. Yeah, they're not looking great, are they?
That boat's sailed. I am ashamed to be a Man United fan at the moment at the way Man United have been and what happened after the match as well.
Yeah.
Is a embarrassment to the club.
Yeah, I watched that game, or a bit of that game, or highlights, but it didn't look good. FPL Penguin here. Shout out to you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Everyone in the chat, check out FPL Penguin as well. He's another FPL channel, good channel as well that does similar content. So check him out if you want. He says, I'm not bench boosting in 33 now. Game week 32 injuries have ruined my plans. Oof. Yeah, it's ruined quite a lot of our plans. Doherty now being out for me anyway. couple of injuries in this week.
Yeah, on behalf of everyone, I'm sorry that I made Doherty get injured for bringing him in my team.
Yeah, you brought him in. Now he's just
I've ruined everyone's plans.
Let's look at how we're lining up for next week, very quickly. So I'll show you my team, how I'm looking. I've got 2 free transfers for next week. This is the team currently. I've got Doherty on the bench as of now because I think he will be. I don't think he'll play against Brighton. But I've got Ramsdale who has a double. I've got Trent against Man United. I've got James who has Arsenal. Robertson plays Man United as well, so that's a double Liverpool defense. Then I've got Saka who has a double. Salah against United. Martinelli who also has a double. Kulusevski against Brighton. Kane as well. Weghorst and Broja both have doubles, but I'm not so confident on Broja and Weghorst getting anything. Like, they'll probably blank both games and get me 2 or 4 points. So I've got a lot of thinking to do because I might even take Weghorst out, even though he has a double. I'm definitely bringing in Maddison. I think you need a Leicester player for this week. I think Leicester are the standout fixture for 33. What you reckon?
Yeah, they have the best double gaming fixture. Easy 2 games they have.
I might have to bring in double Leicester just to be a bit different. I could take out someone like Martinelli, but he does have a double. Do I want to take him out for another double player? Would you take out a double player for another double player? Double game week player, basically, even though you see the upside. For example, if I took Martinelli out for someone like, I don't know, Dewsbury Hall, cheap player for Leicester. He scored today. Dewsbury Hall, swap. I don't know. I think Arsenal will struggle. I think they'll lose to Chelsea. I don't think they'll win against Chelsea. And against Southampton, I think it's probably a low-scoring one.
Yeah, it's a difficult one because even though Arsenal may lose, I mean, it's like in that situation where they lost to Brighton. If it wasn't for that offside ruled out for that goal and assist from Saka and Martinelli, they would have got points for that. But despite them losing the game, they can still get goals and returns. So that's the difficult thing you got to think about is they can still get returns. Their potential is there, but
because at the start of this game week, I was gonna bench Kulusevski and play Maddison, but the way Kulusevski's playing recently, I don't think I could bench him against Brighton. I think he can easily get a double-digit haul against Brighton, and so if I do bring in Maddison, who would I bench? I'll have to bench either Weghorst or Broja or Kulusevski. But I don't want to really bench Kulusevski. I think Kulusevski against Brighton is probably better than Weghorst against West Ham and Southampton at this rate.
Probably, And Weghorst might not even play the full 90 if he's playing the way he is at the moment, like Vidra.
I don't know if he's injured still. Obviously, he said he went off with it looked like he had a slight knock.
Yeah, a little limp on his leg that they mentioned.
We've got to keep an eye out on that one.
But I don't think it's anything serious, but it has affected his form.
Yeah, I've got 2 free transfers and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double game week players. So I can easily bring in 6, would be Maddison, 6, and then 7, I could bring in another Leicester player, maybe a Newcastle defender. Maybe take Doherty out and bring in someone like Dan Burn or Fabian Schär at the back and have another Newcastle defender because Newcastle have a decent double as well, I think. But it was quite short term with Newcastle.
Yeah.
Or do I do something crazy and take Martinelli out and bring in like a Leicester attacker, someone like Dewsbury Hall or what's his name, Ademola Lookman, someone like that, someone a bit of a differential.
Yeah, you probably have to go more of a differential as well for your rank to be a green.
That's what I was thinking.
Because there's a lot of template players there.
I want to break away a bit from the template because Martinelli is a bit of a differential for me at the rank I'm at, but I think I could go double Leicester. If I go double Leicester, then I think that could work out. It's just, but we've got a long way to go. When's the deadline for next week? Obviously, it's still The FA Cup weekend as well, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, a bit of FA Cup weekend.
FA Cup weekend as well. So yeah, there's a long way to go. 2 free transfers. I'm not 100% on what I'm going to do. I think definitely Maddison is coming in this week. He's the one that's priority for me. And then the second transfer, I might even take a hit. I'm not against taking a hit. I think now I'm going to play a bit more aggressive, and hopefully I can move up the ranks again. But let's bring up your team after as well if you want.
Yeah, I can bring my team up now. I have it here ready. I do feel a bit more happy with this.
Hold on, let me just quickly tinker with my team, see how it looks. Can you see me on the? You can see that on the screen, can't you? Oh no, you can't see my team. I think. Hold on, let me switch it. On. Oh, my team is on. Okay, so my plan is, let's say I take out Rafinha, who blanks, and then bring in Maddison. That's the easy move I'm making 100%. I'll probably do that, lock that in soon. And I have 2 million in the bank. What do I do with that? So I could I take Broyer out and then bring in Iheanacho? It's just, is he a rotation risk? Could bring in Iheanacho. That's 2 free transfers right there. Did he? Hold on. He didn't even start against Palace, did he? That's the thing.
He came on.
So he's a rotation risk. Do I really want to play him and bring him in? I don't know. It depends what happens in the Conference League as well. Like if because they're still in it, or what I could do and just be cheap, save money again. Martinelli out, and then I could bring in Dewsbury Hall, 4.4 million, which is cheap, and could you bench him most weeks? He does. I mean, he's not. Maybe it's knee-jerk. Maybe it is quite of a knee-jerk reaction to think about bringing him in after he just got a goal, 10-pointer. But you could go with someone like him if you want to save money. But don't know. Let's say I take him out. Is there anyone else maybe I could get in Barnes as well?
I'd say Barnes is probably a better choice, even though it's more expensive.
I could afford it and get Barnes and Maddison. Have both. It's just I know after the next week I probably want to get rid because then again he plays Villa, Spurs, Everton, Norwich. I could keep him. I could bring Barnes and Maddison both in.
Yeah, because I think Leicester will get a lot of points, I think, in these last games of the season.
And I could bring in maybe hold on. I could bring in Burn, someone like that. The back and take a -4 even, and getting another doubler in.
And what you could all sort of do as well, because you have enough money now to bring Cancelo in if you take James out.
Yeah, I'll have enough to take James out. I don't know actually with James. I think he might be now a conversation to be had about James, that he might be able to be transferred out because. Then again, it depends what happens against Real Madrid. If Chelsea get knocked out in the Champions League, then I think you could potentially just keep him because after that, I don't think he'll be a rotation risk anymore. If he gets knocked out, and he should play most of the game. Then they've got good fixtures: West Ham, Everton, Wolves, Leeds, and Leicester, Watford as well. In the coming end of the week, they do have a double in 36, a very good double, I'd say. Wolves and Leeds. If he plays both those games, it looks like very good potential for attacking returns. In 37, they also have a double. So I'm not so sure I want to get rid of James, but I do want to fit Cancelo in my team somehow. I'll have to look how I could do it. That's why maybe Dewsbury Hall. Then get rid of Barnes or Lookman. Oh, you can't even afford him. He's got to be Hall. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just tinkering really. Not so sure what I'm going to do with my team. Still very early, as I've said. But yeah. Doherty, I've got to see on the news about Doherty. Is he do you think, because I saw some reports saying he left the stadium on crutches. So if that's the case, is it a serious injury? If it is, then we've got to remove Doherty and potentially, I think Dan Burn could be a good player to bring in. Dan Burn or Fabian Schär, a Newcastle defender, just for this double game week, could be some decent upside. got a comment here from Teza T2. What do you think of Havertz to Maddison? To be honest with you, I'm not a massive fan of taking Havertz out. If I had Havertz, I don't know if I'd be removing him.
Yeah, I'd keep him in because he did score against
Look at his fixtures as well.
Southampton too, and they got 2 doubles coming up as well. Chelsea.
Arsenal, okay, could be a bit tough, but he can score against Arsenal. West Ham, Everton, Wolves, Leeds. It's a great fixture for an attacking player. It looks like he is now nailed. I think he's preferred over Lukaku, so I wouldn't be looking to get rid of Havertz. I would love to have Havertz in my own team. It's just the budget. If you can't get Maddison in, then maybe find a way, some other way, if you have another midfielder to take out instead. But I like Havertz, I think he's a decent differential. I think his ownership's quite low as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8.4%.
Even though
it's hard to fit him in, though, I guess. Unless you get rid of Saka.
You have to get rid of a very...
after game week 33, I might be tempted to go without Saka. Because got Man United, West Ham, Leeds, Tottenham. I think in that run, I might switch to Havertz. During 34, switch to Havertz for Saka. Could work out, I think.
Yeah, I want to give Saka another chance in this double game week coming up. I want to see what he does.
Yeah.
But
double, you got to keep him for the double, I think.
Yeah. It's the make or break for Saka, I think, for that double, to see what Arsenal can do.
Yeah.
If they can't do anything in that double, then I don't see them doing anything else in the rest of the matches they have left.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
All right, let's bring your team up now. You've also got 2 free transfers, haven't you?
I have 1 because I transferred in Doherty for Qgvfzs, which I lost points on that.
Yeah, that's just unlucky, to be fair.
I was going to roll, but then I changed my mind.
So what's your plan?
The plan is still the same.
Surely you got to get rid of Coutinho now.
Yeah, Coutinho is going out. I was thinking of doing it last week for Maddison, but I went for Doherty Thiago instead. So Maddison will come in the team.
I'm finding it a bit hard to hear you.
Oh, yeah, Maddison will come into the team for Coutinho.
Okay, yeah, it's better now.
That will leave 1.8 mil in the bank. So, but I might take a -4 this week.
Okay.
Depending on.
How many double game week players do you have then? Because you've got White, you've got.
If I have Maddison.
Well, you got White, Saka, Martinelli,
5,
Maddison,
6. I have 6 double game week players.
Okay.
Because Dubravka doubles too.
Oh yeah, Dubravka doubles. So that's a decent. Oh yeah, if that's got the Newcastle defense covered. I'm planning on bringing in a Newcastle player as well myself. Maybe Dan Burn or Shaw.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I want to have that Newcastle covered. We will have a free hit team as well, guys. As we mentioned earlier, we will be doing a video regarding free hit for 33. If anyone wants to free hit, we'll have that for you soon. But who do you think people will have on a free hit though? If you were free hitting, and also captain options. Just quickly, what's your captain pick off the top for next week?
I think Maddison's going to be obviously the biggest one because he's got Newcastle away and he's got Everton away in the double, which are both good fixtures for the double game week. Because I don't really favour Arsenal's one where they have Southampton away and Chelsea away, especially the way they're struggling at the moment.
Chelsea game is going to be tough, I think.
Yeah,
I don't see them winning next year. They're away as well, aren't they? At Stamford Bridge. So
yeah, they're away too, so it's not home either.
Yeah, I don't think Arsenal have a good record there.
I mean, you could go for a Newcastle double captaincy, but it's a risky one. But they do have Leicester home and Crystal Palace home.
Yeah.
So it's green apparently for them in terms of the difficulty rating, which is interesting. But I mean, you should have a Newcastle asset like Chris Wood.
I think, to be honest, actually, I forgot about that. You could do Weghorst to Chris Wood, and that wouldn't be the craziest thing because
no, it's not.
Weghorst hasn't been playing well, as we all know, and Chris Wood is cheap, ain't he? I could go down from Weghorst to Chris Wood.
I thought Chris Wood was a midfielder in here.
Nah,
I didn't realize he was a striker.
Yeah, Chris Wood. So basically, if I bring up my team very quickly again, just tinkering again. If I take out Veghorst, who's I don't know any money, I've got to take Cancelo out. You could do Wood. Now, what's your opinion on Wood? Because decent double for him.
Yeah, I think it's a really good player to bring for this double. I mean,
He did score a 9-pointer.
Yeah,
this week against Wolves. Penalty, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a penalty. He had, I think, 2 penalties. But
yeah, he's got a double. He's got a double game week then Norwich. So you could take a punt on him for 3 weeks or 2 game weeks, and then get rid of him for 35 because he plays Liverpool, City, Arsenal back to back to back. So that's a tough one there. We've got some comments as well here actually. Elliot says Son to replace Salah for the rest of the season. Now, this is an interesting this is an interesting subject, actually.
Yeah.
Obviously, before we get into this, guys, for everyone that is in the stream still, please drop a like on the stream and also subscribe if you're new around here. So, well, let's get into it now. This Salah Son thing, because in my opinion, I don't think you should be getting rid of Salah, because let me just bring up Salah's fixtures. Now, Salah has Man United next in the 33. Now, let's not forget, obviously, Salah hasn't been, I'm a Liverpool fan myself, so Salah hasn't been, let's say he hasn't been great recently. Since AFCON, I'd say. He's not been at his top form, but he's, got the assist today, and he has Man United next. Now, against Man United, in the reverse fixture, he did bang a hat-trick in. Now, he easily can get a double-digit haul against Man United at home. We saw how Man United are playing recently. Salah can easily get some points there, and we wouldn't be surprised because he has that quality, as we know. Now, then moving on to game week 34, he has Everton. Now, let's be real, Everton they've been very poor. And for me, Salah is prime target for captain in game week 34. Hold on, Jordan, 2 seconds. Just bear with me. I'm going to get my laptop charger because my charge is very low, and I'll be back 2 seconds.
Okay.
But yeah, what's your opinion on Salah anyway? Just
quickly. Yeah, because we did speak about this prior to after the match of Liverpool and Man City. Because I was considering as well replacements for Salah, because obviously the way he's played. But you got to think about now the fixtures are now better for Salah because Man City was a tough one. But the potential replacements of Salah is either Son or Kevin De Bruyne. So they're probably the two most transferred in players probably people would go for if they want to take Salah out of the team for the rest of the season. But you have to consider the fixtures that Liverpool have now, especially the title race. They have a lot to play for still. So you got to expect Salah to try.
Just my bit on Salah again. I think for game week 34, I'd want Salah as my captain against Everton at home. So Everton at Anfield, Everton have been on a tough run, and Liverpool they have a lot to play for still. As we know, they drew to Man City today, so still finally in the balance, and Liverpool need to win every game. So I'd expect him to play against that. In 35, he has Newcastle, which I also think is a good fixture. Tottenham, if he was to get Son in, that they play against each other in 36 anyway. Well, it is a double. And I think Liverpool's double is pretty good, Tottenham and Villa. And I think it's a decent double in 36. And he ends the season with Southampton and Wolves. Now, I think you'll be a brave man to take Salah out. If you wanted to go that way, fair enough. Maybe you want to chase rank and you're quite far behind and you want to try something different. But I wouldn't be taking Salah out myself. I think he's a potential captain option for 33. So not 33, 34. So yeah, Salah for me stays. I think Son is a great pick as well. If you have Son, fair enough for the massive haul he got this week. But it's very hard to fit Son, Salah, Kane, Kulusevski all into your team. But yeah, I wouldn't be going there. Maybe if you're chasing rank, you could take a risk and take Salah out. But I like Salah's fixtures, man. And his XG, Salah's stats are actually better than they were at the first half of the season. I saw a tweet on Twitter. Salah's actually getting more expected goal involvements now than he has been at the start. The only difference is his finishing is just decreased. So he was actually, finishing better at the start of the season, and now it's just come down his XG. So I think Salah's stats are still there in terms of he's still getting the chances. Salah's still getting chances to score. It's just his finishing hasn't been as good, and whether that's been affected by AFCON or even the contract saga that's currently going on with Salah, I don't know. But for me, he's an easy hold. But I can see why some people would be tempted to remove him for Son and chase rank. But I think you'll be brave to do that. Animations. Just before we guys get into the next comment, can everyone please smash the like button? I think we've only got 4 likes on the video. I want to see. There's quite a few of you in here, so if you could get to at least 10 likes on the video, that'll be appreciated. And also for everyone that is new to the channel, please drop a subscribe as well, because we have a lot more content to come for you guys. Animation says Maddison captain and Saka vice captain for him. We've mentioned captain options very briefly. I think Maddison is the one that most of us, I'll say both of us, are gearing towards, but still could change. But it's looking like now, after Arsenal's performances of late, that we are preferring Leicester now. But it all could change. Injuries as well, if we hear anything. Ken, shout out to Ken. Welcome to the stream. He says, that's what I'm thinking Weghorst would. Yeah, Jordan, you talked about this, didn't you?
Yeah, it is a very good change, I think, from Weghorst to Chris Wood. He did look really good in that game that Newcastle had against Wolves. And
I didn't watch that game. How was it?
It was very good for Newcastle's point of view. Like, they were really giving Wolves a really hard time. They could even get out of their half, Wolves, in the first half. Newcastle just pummeling them with everything they had. Like, they were playing for the win, basically, and Chris Wood was a standout player in that game. I do think it's a good choice.
I'm tempted to do that as well, because I'll be honest with you guys. I've had Weghorst since I think Gameweek 29 or something like that, and he's done nothing for me. And I'm tempted to actually get rid of him after. I've literally been saying I'm going to hold him. I'm going to hold him till Gameweek 33 and let him have that double, and then I'll get rid of him. But now, I think it's time. Elliot says Kane captain for me. Double game week. Interesting, because Kane does have a single game week,
he's
against Brighton.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if Kane done well against Brighton. Spurs are now, I think Spurs have scored the most goals in the last few games. I think they're the highest scoring team in 2022. I think I read that somewhere. So yeah, it could pay off. Definitely. I have Kane as well, and he's probably one of the best single game week options there is. Animations has already done it, I think. He's already done his transfer.
Oh, he didn't early.
He's early, took Weghorst out for Wood. Hope he don't get injured in training.
Yeah, or anything happens, because there is till Saturday. Deadline.
But, should be fine. But I think a lot of people are now annoyed with Weghorst. I think a lot of managers have had enough of him, basically, after his performances. And Burnley losing to Norwich. We were looking at that Norwich fixture thinking this is the game where he will finally get a goal, because you can't get easier than Norwich, really, in terms of fixtures.
I mean, we've said that a lot of times, though, where that team's against Norwich, that should be easy. Well, it hasn't really been easy for teams against Norwich. It's been really hard, despite them only winning 5 matches of the season. Yeah,
some of the relegation teams, like for example Everton, the weekend, we thought easy points for Man United. Surely, even how bad Man United have been recently, we thought they can't lose to Everton here, and lo and behold, Man United seemed to go to new lows and somehow managed to lose to Everton, which I couldn't believe. Before this game week, I was actually considering bringing in Bruno Fernandes. I don't know if I'm crazy or what, or even Ronaldo. Do you think Man United are a pick for game week 33 as they play Norwich?
No.
What's your opinion on Man United assets?
I would not be surprised if Man United lost to Norwich from this point now. From this point onwards, I won't be surprised if they lose to any team now. Yeah.
Surely they can't lose to Norwich.
There is a strong possibility. I didn't think they'll lose to Everton, but there it goes. Like, Everton have been devastatingly poor. And how Man United can lose to a team like that with Man United's talent, and the players they have in
There,
comparison. That is
and
no
United seem like
excuse.
they're on the beach or something now.
There's no excuse for it.
Let's bring up
There's,
the fixtures. So, yeah, that Norwich fixture obviously is the one that people will look at and think, is Man United captain worthy? And I don't think they are, because yes, fixtures looks quite good. Norwich at home, but the way they're playing, I'm not confident of United going to Norwich. And then Liverpool, as we know, at Anfield is going to be tough. So it's not a great double, really. And then after that, they've got Arsenal. And then, to be honest, if you're on a wild card, if you've got a wild card still, maybe you can take a punt on a Man United player and then wild card them out after 34. But yeah, I think there's better value to be had, because he's 11.6 million. I don't know why that's quite a lot of money to bring in someone like Bruno. I think at the moment with the way they're playing.
yeah, could you could bring in Son for 11 mil, and even him playing 90 minutes would benefit more than Fernandes playing the game.
Yeah. I've got John Snow here. Welcome to the stream. He says, how was St. Max for Newcastle? Thinking about going with him instead of Wood. Obviously, you watched the game, I think, didn't you? Were you impressed with St. Max?
St. Max was all right in that game. He did give Newcastle good attacking runs, bringing assists to those who could have potentially scored.
What price is he actually? Quickly.
But,
Let me just check his price. He's a forward, ain't he? Yeah, he's a forward.
Yeah, he's a forward. But over him and Chris Wood, I do think Chris Wood is a better choice than St. Maxim, even though St. Maxim's really good. Like, we know how.
St. Max, he did get, well, he's blanked. But he got 5 points in game 24. He's blanked since.
Yeah. I think
probably prefer. Well, Chris Wood is on penalties, isn't he? So I'd probably prefer Chris Wood, but
yeah, that's another reason why Chris Wood's on penalties, and Newcastle were going to get more probably penalties.
Yeah,
you would hope to think. And St. Maximin has been really the same since he was injured when he got his minor injury to himself. So since he's come back from that, he hasn't really been himself. Like he's still playing well, but he's just not been involved that much in terms of like getting a goal and assist. He's been more, let's say, put back in the team. I think more of the attacking is more into Chris Wood or Shelby or
you know what's Fraser as well, isn't it?
Fraser or Scar. So those type of players are more involved in the game.
Yeah. Elliot says, what are the advantage of activating a chip early? It depends. Do you mean activating the free hit chip? I'm not sure what he means. But yeah, you can activate the free hit chip. I think game week 33 is actually a good time to play a free hit if you have it. And it obviously it's team dependent. If your team needs it, then yeah, go ahead, play it if you think you need it. If you think you need it. John Snow saying he wants to catch the price rises. Yep. I'm not sure. I haven't checked who's close to rising. So if there's Madison rising early, I might be tempted, but I don't really like doing early transfers, if I'm being honest. Especially, I got burnt with doing Watkins at near Christmas time, and I bought him in, and he ended up getting injured as well. I think his game got called off. I know he's blanked a lot, but fixtures matter, and Wood hasn't really been setting the world alight. Yep, fair enough. Newcastle. Well, let's look at Wood actually. Yeah, because Wood has blanked a lot as well recently, and fixtures do matter. I agree. Fixtures over form for me. So you see, Chris Wood, he got the 9-pointer, right? But then he had 3 blanks in a row before that. Then he got the 8-point against Southampton, and then he had a bunch of blanks as well before that.
Yeah, so, I get that, I guess, but
Chris penalties Wood is cheaper. Cheaper, I guess. Well, penalties also help, I guess. But is Wood cheaper? Wood is cheaper. I just realised.
Yeah, Wood's a better, cheaper option, and I think at the moment going for cheaper options for players is very important.
Yeah, I think the forward line right now isn't the way to go anyway. I think bigger the back will become the template going forward.
Pretty much. We only hope for forwards to get penalties and score from those, really, because besides Kane, other forwards haven't really performed to a near standard as anyone else. There's not been any sort of competition for forwards this year.
Here are the fixtures. Can you see my screen? Yeah, so here are the fixtures, by the way, for game week 33. Now, anything stand out to you? Obviously, Spurs, Brighton. We know, Spurs assets there could do well. Maybe bringing in Son, Kane, Kulusevski. If you're on a free hit, would you go with Spurs triple? Because most people, when they free hit, they focus on the doubles only. They'll try bringing 11 players a double or 10 players a double, and they might forget that maybe going triple Spurs could actually be better than a double game week player. For example, Man United. Would it be better to have Son against Brighton or Fernandes, who has Norwich and Liverpool? At this point in time, you've got to say it's looking like you'd rather have the Spurs guys.
Yeah, really. Yeah, Spurs look more of a better choice, I think, as we've seen against the last two results as well. They're on fire at the moment, so it'd be wrong to go against Spurs.
Yeah, Spurs are the form team, and especially in attack.
Yeah.
In Man United, Norwich, right? We've got that on. That's another fixture. Maybe if you are brave, you want to bring in Ronaldo or Bruno and captain them. You'll be hoping they get a return in that game. Old Trafford, I'd expect Man United to win that, but yeah, let's see what happens. And then Southampton, Arsenal, decent game for Arsenal to bounce back. They need to bounce back as the top four race, with Spurs is very tough and tight. Watford, Brentford, I don't think that's a game where we'll be targeting, if I'm being honest. And then Newcastle play Leicester, which is another game what we'll be interested in, as we know, because that's another double game week fixture that's one of the double game weeks for Leicester. And also, here's a comment here from John Snow. Do you think Newcastle defenders are worth it, or would you go for a Newcastle and Leicester attacker instead of your two frees? We will talk about free hit teams, but I do think a Newcastle defender could be worth a punt, especially someone like Dan Burn or Fabian Schär. If you're on a free hit, definitely, even as a transfer in, but it is quite short term. Just bear that in mind if you do bring a Newcastle defender in.
I think it means with your two free transfers, would you?
Oh, I don't know. I think I want the Leicester attacker. I don't know. I think I'll take a -4. I'm not against taking a -4 to bring in a Newcastle defender. The only thing that puts me off with Newcastle is after game week 35, their fixtures get quite tough. And long-term wise, I'm not a fan. But if you have Dan Burn, who's cheap, you can bench him, I guess, for most weeks. John Snow, happy Spurs fan here too. We've got the best front three in the league right now. Come on. I'm not going to say that because I'm a Liverpool fan. So, yeah. Yes, I'll be honest. Spurs are looking good right now. I do think Spurs will get top four, to be honest. At the start, I was saying Arsenal. And a couple of weeks ago, I thought Arsenal would get it. But now I look at Spurs fixtures. They should make it. But it's a lot more twists to come, I think, as well. But yeah, fixtures. Those are the fixtures on there. So quickly, Liverpool, Man United as well. Liverpool single game week fixture. Salah. Maybe some people would want to captain him that game week. Chelsea, Arsenal, great game. I think it's going to be a good one on Wednesday. Everton, Leicester, second game for Leicester. Newcastle, Palace could be decent, but Palace are playing quite well. I think I know they lost today, but they've been playing decent recently. Man City, Brighton. Now, as single fixtures go, Man City could easily put a couple past Brighton, and then Burnley and Southampton to finish. Are we overlooking Southampton, by the way? Southampton have Arsenal and Burnley. That Burnley fixture could be decent for them. And even the Arsenal game, you never know.
Yeah, you never know. I do have, most people have Broha anyway for that.
Yeah.
So I think Broha will be the standout option for that, or Che Adams. But
yeah.
And any other Southampton player, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Liverento's been underneath the radar. I haven't really anyone speak about him. So I'm not particularly sure what's happened to him.
Mm-hmm. Well, we are going to wrap the stream up, guys. We've been going for about an hour. We will have more content for you later this week. We are planning to do a free hit video for Game Week 33, so that will be out this week. So be sure to check our channel. Also, guys, subscribe if you're new and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single one of our videos and that you're notified. Also, like the stream. Just a quick plug to our mini league. If you guys want to join a mini league, the FPL Duo mini league, the code is on the screen. Also, link in the description if you want to join our mini league. It's for free. So if you want to join, go ahead. Also, if you want to follow us on Twitter, please do on the FPL Duo. And yeah, get us up to, we're trying to get to 200 subs next. So that's the target. If you could get us there, that would be very much appreciated. So that's it from us for, I think, today. Is there anything else you wanted to add, Jordan?
That's pretty much it, really. I do hope for next game week is more better. I've said that these 2 previous game weeks would have been improved, but it hasn't really. So it does come in threes, I guess. But let's see what happens in the week. But yeah, we'll be back with more content. Obviously, we'll be doing the chip strategy for free hits, wild card, bench boost, whatever chips people may have left. And then we will have a lot more content for everyone that's staying tuned with us.
Yeah, so that's it from us. Thanks, Jon Snow, for the comment. Hopefully we have a better week next week, and for next game week, as we, it wasn't a great week for both of us. But yeah, that's it from the FPL Duo. We hope to see you on the next stream, and yeah, hope everyone had a good weekend. Take it easy, everyone, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Yeah, thank you for watching, guys. See you soon.
Thank you for watching.